Thanks for joining me. I'm Craig from Stargear. In this video tutorial we're going to unbox, assemble and test the Stargear SPX to RJ45 adapters. The adapters were specifically designed to allow the replacement of the proprietary Gen 2 Starlink SPX cable with Cat6 Ethernet. The kit includes two adapters, one which features a Starlink SPX connector to fit the Gen 2 router and one to fit the Gen 2 dish. Each adapter has a grounded female RJ45 port at one end, which supports 48-volt PoE and gigabit data throughput. Any straight-through gigabit Ethernet cable or patch lead is supported. However, we do recommend Cat6A with a drain wire terminated to T568B, like the one shown, and this will earth the 48-volt through the router in case of a cable short. So let's now open the packaging and check out what's included. The kit contents come well packaged in cardboard and individual plastic bags, and we see two separate connectors, SPX to RJ45 adapters, and two compression fittings. So you'll notice that each of the adapters includes a dust cover for both the SPX and the RJ45 for the storage of the devices, but also in transit or maybe in between use. And for internal use, we could effectively just plug the RJ45 Ethernet cable directly into the RJ45 connectors, and then that would suffice to use internally. Of course, we know the dish has to be installed outside, so that's why they come with IP67 rated compression glands, one for each end, to allow the whole thing to be installed outdoors. They do highlight or feature high quality silicon seals in compression gland. Compression gland is split to allow it to be easily installed over an existing manufactured cable. So with the quality of the kit, it ensures longevity even in the harshest of conditions. So in preparation for the installation process, let's remove all of the parts and lay them out. So for a permanent installation, we'd encourage you to permanently remove the dust cover off the RJ45 end. You do that by removing the lock nut to start with, slipping the cover off. Just be sure to refit the lock nut. And then we take the compression cover and place it over the Ethernet cable, making sure of the correct orientation. We then feed the cone ring over the RJ45 connector. Now this is a very snug fit, so you may want to just use the snag-free adapter side first and then push it through the connector. If the cover comes loose, then you can just push that back on. From there, we can actually insert the 45 Ethernet connector into the port, and ensuring that the silicon seal is in situ. That can now be screwed down hand tight. And of course, once that seal is compressed, that provides the weatherproofing. So nice and snug. Then of course we want to lock the nut back down on top of that. Once that component's done, we can take the compression gland, fit it over the RJ45 cable, and just slide it in underneath the cone ring so it's nice and uniform. Then we take the compression cover and we can screw that back over the top. And of course this only needs to be hand tight. The key, of course, is once you feel the resistance, just check that there's sufficient coverage at the back and there's no more gaps. So to finish off the dish end, we take the dust cover off and we can slide it straight into the dish end. Now, of course, the SPX to RJ45 adapter for the router end is identical in installation. We've already removed the dust cover and restored the lock ring. We then, of course, get the compression cover, feed it over the RJ45 adapter. Again, we do have the snag-free connector. We don't need to keep that on, but if you want to retain that, you can. Just when you do fit it, just wiggle it in the direction of the snag-free connector first, and it will just go through. It's a tight fit, no doubt. We then connect that up, making sure that the O-ring is in place. That's required, of course. We fit the RJ45 adapter, and then we can screw the cone ring back together. Once we've got that nice and firm, we lock the lock nut or lock ring. We then get the compression gland fitted over the cable and just make sure that's evenly seated in underneath the compression gland. And then of course we restore the cable cover and tighten it down. Ensuring that it's a nice neat seal. So we'll take the dust cup off, and then of course we can fit it to the Gen 2 router. Again, nice neat fit. And we can power that up, and we should see that the dish will activate. So that's now functioning. Well, as you can see, friends, the Stargear is just activated. Even though we're indoors, we're not going to get a signal to actually test with, but clearly it's working. And so we can see here the SPX to RJ45 adapters are very effective, especially being weatherproof, can be applied to any installation, whether it be marine or outdoor mobile installation. And so we're very happy to have this launched in the Australian and global markets. And we certainly look forward to any feedback you have for us. And please watch our channel for future developments and a whole new range of products soon to be released. Again, I'm Craig from Stargear. Thanks for joining me.